This is SLR Coaching and you're doing the photo challenge. I hope that was in focus. Birds! Birds are our next theme. And yes, I do mean the feathered kind. Now, don't be saying to me, I can't do that. That's out of my league. Photographing birds in the air. Well, hang on a minute. You don't necessarily need to be doing that one first. Now, you can just photograph birds sitting in your garden. Throw a loaf of bread out and they'll all come down and you'll get yourself some photos. But of course, we're more advanced than that. Now, you are going to need a telephoto lens for this one. Possibly 200, ideally a 300mm lens. And if you haven't got one, then I'm going to give a little plug as well for that Sigma lens that I've told you about plenty of times in the past. In fact, in the last video, we talked about macro because it does have a macro setting as well. So it's brilliant. It's under £90 and it would do you fantastic for this challenge as well as the last one. And it is Christmas, so go and treat yourself. Now, I'm planning on getting a nice photo of a robin this year. Whether I manage it in January for the challenge or not, we'll see. But you may have noticed, if you're observant, that I have a prop. And this is a spade that I actually found in an allotment. Can you see it there? Doesn't have a head on it. Now, I didn't beat up an old man to get his spade off of him. It was on a rubbish heap, but I thought that is way too good to throw away. So I've kept it and I plan on sticking it in the garden, and I'm going to get a bird feeder. So spade here, bird feeder here. Bird has his little feast, la 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 la. Now he's nice and full, sits on here before he flies off. And I'm going to have my camera set on here, ready for that beautiful shot. Now, I don't intend on putting big chunks of bread on there with a bird with his face full. Don't go doing that. That's not going to be of any interest to us. This is a super way of doing it. And you might not have a spade like this, but think of a prop so it isn't just them on your rusty old barbecue in the back garden. So that's one way of doing this. And I did go on to the RSPB website actually to see what birds like to eat, because that's how thorough I am. And you should be too. And it told me that they like worms, seeds, fruit and insects. Now, I'm keen, but I'm not going to go digging up the garden for worms just for this photo. And after seeing Bugs Life, I really couldn't pin down live bait. So I'm guessing it's going to be seed for this little robin. And I'll probably get one of them little fat balls, and I think they're probably quite good for them as well. Anyway, I'll be trying to attract a few birds into the garden, and I'll show you if I get around to it. I'll try to do a little video for it as well to let you see what I'm up to. So that's static birds, and that's one type of photo that you can get for this. But if you're fancying pushing it and getting some birds in flight, then I've already done an article back in the summer. We've got some seagulls at the beach, and I can have a little go at that. If you've got seagulls around you, they would be perfect for this. Ducks even, you might be able to get something similar. But yeah, have a look at that article. I don't really need to say any more about this because I've already done it. And you've got two options there then of birds sitting in your garden, birds out at a park, birds in flight. But as with all these challenges, don't just go, oh, that's an easy one. Photo in the garden, tick it off, onto the next one. It's not what this is about, please. I want you to push yourself. Each photo that you submit wants to be something you'd be proud of, something that you would frame and put on your wall. Now, if everyone did that, we're going to have some awesome photos in these comments. But genuinely, get that kind of standard. Look at your photo. What would it take? Why is it not like the one that you've just seen on 500px or wherever? A shallow depth of field is really going to help you on this one. As tight as you can get in. It doesn't want to be a speck in the distance. We want to really see that bird close up. Shoot in RAW and on as large a file, well, RAW is your largest file you'll get anyway, but full-size RAW if you have that option, and you can then blow that up anyway and get even closer into it. So that's birds. Get your coat on, get outside, take your family with you and have some fun. Why not go to the park actually, if you've got one nearby, a lake, wherever the birds and ducks come. Let your kids feed them, you can be snapping away, and actually you might find that you get a photo that's part of the next theme as well.